Hey guys, and welcome to Bits of Board, where we're talking board games, miniatures, cards, and dice. My name's Michael, and today we're going to be checking out a card game called Unfair. Now, this game is all about building the best amusement park on the table. When I first saw this one, I was like, this is Roller Coaster Tycoon, this is theme park, all in a game just for me right now. Now, it's got a bit of a take that element to it, but you can actually get rid of that using some of the in-game rules. Makes it a little bit more player-friendly, especially for new players as well. Now, it's very customizable in that you can choose which cards are going to be included in the main play deck, and there's, of course, recommendations at different player counts, but there's nothing stopping you from going all in, putting them all together, and just having a massive game whenever you want. Now, this game's not actually out yet. You can find it on Kickstarter now, and good news for everybody, it has been fully funded so far, so it's stretch goal central down here. Now I've managed to put a print and play copy of this one together, so let's go ahead and check that out. Alright guys, let's check out my print and play copy of Unfair. I basically put this together by printing out a bunch of cards with laminating the sheets and then cutting them out. It didn't take too long at all. Totally worth it for playing this game. So if you want to check it out before you pledge on Kickstarter, go do that. So Unfair is all about building a sweet amusement park, a high-scoring amusement park, because this one is all about victory points. Basics of it are you're going to be buying attractions. So this one here is a freak show. It costs me 6 to buy and gives me 1 visitor per turn, which pretty much turns into $1 per turn. Some of the cards have actually got little bonus abilities as well. So this one gives me an extra coin per turn. Very nice, very nice. You got to build like a thrill ride attraction. So this one here is the Flawless Roller Coaster. Costs 8, gives me 2 guests or $2 per turn. And gives me a thrill ride to upgrade. And so upgrades are the other thing that you can do here. So with this one here, a splashdown element, it can only go on thrill rides, so it wouldn't work for the freak show, but I could put this on my flawless roller coaster. So after spending a couple extra bucks, this one would give me a total of 5 extra coins per turn, which is sweet. At the end of the game, you score each ride in your tableau based on the number of symbols they've got in the upper left side. So this one not only gives me a bunch of extra money per turn, but it gives me another symbol. The more symbols that you can accumulate, the better scoring your rides are going to be. When you first start playing the game, you've actually got to pick and choose which starter decks or which theme decks you're going to be using. For a 2-player game, the rulebook recommends that you go with pirates and robots, skipping out on vampires and the jungle park packs. So, what you do is you deal out all your decks like so. And then you shuffle them all together. I'm not going to shuffle on screen because they will go everywhere. Alright, so here's a basic setup of the game that I'm going to use to sort of explain stuff. So anyway, we've got the park deck over here, which populates the marketplace. If you were to take a card from the marketplace, it would be replaced by the Unfair park deck. We've got the event deck over here, which you can use, you can draw from to gain some powers, some nice one-shot powers, or powers that last throughout an entire round of play. There are 8 rounds of play. We'll get to that. There are blueprints as well, which you can use that sort of, they'll focus the way that you're playing the game. So if you accomplish whatever the blueprints have for you to set out, you gain some bonus points at the very end. And then we've got our city deck, which I'll come back to. So what we've got here, one of the main things that you're going to want to do when you play this game is build attractions. So let's sort of play through a section of the game. I want to build this cinema here. So I would spend the 4 coins and I would place it next to my main gate. Now I can have a total of 5 different attractions next to my main gate, not including the main gate because no one's really there to see that. Unless you're going to Luna Park. Every round you get 3 turns each, generally. So that would be my first turn. My next turn, I might want to upgrade my cinema. Let's say on the 3rd turn, I might actually want to, steer clear of the park deck. I might want to check out some events. So you draw 2 event cards, and then you get to keep 1 of them. I can use the efficiency, which gives me a total of 4 actions instead of 3. I'm just going to, for the sake of it showing an extra thing, I'm just going to go with the extra turn on the round. So I'm going to place that over my main gate, and that would be my 3rd round. I would get a fourth. Now, I'm going to draw from blueprints. You draw 2, and you can pick 1 or keep none. It's completely up to you there. So this one here, if I complete all of these items, have any attraction with information kiosk, air conditioning, vending machine, and a robot theme, at the end of the game, I get 25 bonus points. You pop that down secretly on screen. Alright, so that's basic game flow. You get 3 actions generally to either take from the marketplace, draw from the park deck, draw from the event deck, or the blueprints deck. But I haven't shown you one thing, and that is the city cards. So these, every round, you reveal one of these. Now, the first 4 of these ones are Funfair city cards. This particular one is the movie tie-in. Each park scores 3 extra stars. That is awesome. That is 3 extra bucks at the end of the round for me. Sweet! What would the second round one be? That would be draw a park card. You may keep it or exchange it with a card from the marketplace up to the same value. That is a free card. And the first 4 are positive. They're fantastic cards. We love them. And then we get the public notice. After this round, blueprints will not be available as the park action. So, after 4 rounds in, we are no longer able to set up what we want to do or how we want to score points. So we put the sorry we're closed sign on there, and then we get to the unfair city cards. These ones hurt. This one here, new safety standards. Close each attraction which does not have a guest services upgrade. Closing sucks. If you were to close an attraction, you do not score points on that one at all. So if, you know, God forbid, this was the only attraction I had in the 5th round, I would only score 1 coin when it comes time to actually get my income. They get worse. The cost of all buildings and attractions and upgrades are doubled for this round. Oh god. Spend 1 coin for each attraction and each upgrade card in your park. If you cannot, demolish upgrades, then attractions to reduce the total. So that's where the unfair side of things come in. You could be playing a fantastic game, have a sweet looking park, but those unfair cards could tear you to shreds. Let's just jump forward a bit and have a look at what the park would look like at the end of the game. Alright guys, so here's my imaginary park. Aren't you proud of me? I did it. I did it. When it comes time to scoring, you score each individual ride based on the number of symbols that they've got on the cards. So this first ride here, it's got 5 symbols, so it scores me a total of 20 points. This one here only has 1 because it's got a power or a small rule on it that says I can't add any upgrades to it. Sad. But 5 points for that one. This one over here, 6 symbols, so it gives me 25 points. So in total so far, 50 points. Doing okay, doing okay. Over here I have 3 symbols with 12 points. And here on this single card I have 2 icons, which gives me 8 points. So I get a total of 70 points based on my park. The Android greeter over here gives me 3 more points. Now, the next stage is scoring blueprints. Now, as you saw in the beginning of the game, I got this sweet transformation card. Let's see if I can actually get that to focus. There it is. I'm really, I wish I didn't put glossy. Anyway, I wasn't planning on filming this. So this one gives me a bonus 25 points if I scored an attraction with an information kiosk, air conditioning, a vending machine, and a robot theme. Fantastically, I have the cinema with all of those upgrades. Huzzah! So that's an extra 25 points, giving me a total of 98. Doing well. I wanted to crack the 100 with this example so bad. On my next blueprint that I drafted through the game, I needed a thrill ride with any guest services upgrade. Here's my thrill ride, and it has currently got, a locker and coat check, which counts as a thrill ride and a guest service. I also needed any food outlet, which is where my terrible fast food restaurant came into play. I couldn't score many points on it, but it did lend itself to these 15 points that I got for actually completing the blueprint. Now, this one here is a special one. It actually has a bonus target on there as well that if I do manage to get this one, I score points without being penalized. Had I not completed one of these blueprints, I would have actually gotten negative 10 points for that, which would have not been good. This one here, the bonus target, this is just an example of how sort of far-fetched some of these can be. I needed to have attractions which each have a total of 1, 2, 3, and 4 stars exactly. So if we run around, this one has 1. That's a start. This one has 2. That's the second start. 3, 4. I did it! So I got a bonus 22 points. So I've gone from 98 to 135, if maths work correctly. Tell me if they're not, please. And that's pretty much how you score up at the end of the game. There are other factors, like had I used my loans to get some bonus money for free throughout the game, it would have cost me points come the end of the game. Yeah, so that's a basic run through of the game, including a bit of scoring. But yeah, those event cards, they really do lend themselves to a bit of an in-your-face sort of gameplay style. Alright, so when I first found this game, the theme totally won me over. I love the sandbox nature of it, the fact that it really is up to you on how you're going to be building your park, how you're going to be scoring points, and sort of what direction you want to move in with that. The blueprints, I think, really add something to the game. I know we've sort of seen it in Ticket to Ride before, where you can sort of you draw these game-made goals to sort of help guide your path, but I think they're very thematic. Like, people are going to come up, you know, if you were designing a theme park, you'd be getting people coming up to you, hey, maybe we should do this, maybe we should do this. And it really lends itself to the theme that you get the final decision over which way your park is going to go. Now, money's pretty tight in the early part of the game, which is a very, it means it's got some very tight design to it. You're going to find yourself saving up for some of those potentially really cool park locations or amenities that you come across. But once you sort of hit that middle of the game, that's when you start seeing a lot of extra money. And that's where the game sort of flips around on you. As we saw with those unfair cards, man, do they start slapping you down. I mean, you go from being, you know, gifted with money every turn to being like, and all these, all your park locations, they're going to be closed down now. It is really cool. And so all that income and all those savings that you had, they turn into your last line of defense against these event cards. And yeah, very, very cool indeed. Now, all in all, this is a really great game, even in its draft stages. The games I've played, I've thoroughly enjoyed, and that's not even with the full arsenal of options that I'm going to have incoming after the Kickstarter. So I am super pumped for this one. Yes, it's fully funded. Yes, they're working on stretch goals. I think we've got ninjas have been unlocked, and we've started getting some previews for the alien packs. Anyway, so that's about all I've got for you today. So thank you very much for watching the preview of Unfair. Feel free to say good day in the comments down there. We've got a Facebook page which is in the description as well. If you want to keep track on some of the Kickstarter games coming out, that's the place to do it. Till next time, I'm Michael. This is Bits of Board. Thanks for watching.